in the building, man.
What's poppin', Talks fam? You can now listen to our show on demand. To keep up with our latest shows, some of our favorite moments, and exclusive interviews, make sure you head over to iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Baby, what you wanna do?
Playing nothing but bangers.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Normani.
Hey, this Cardi B.
What's poppin' Atlanta? Keep the party going all weekend.
Show me you outside, boy. Hey, I'm Emmy.
With Abbie Knights, DJ Rhea, Jenny Ruby, and DJ Cadence on.
What's up? This is Magic Jordan.
This is Drizzy Drake.
I know you've been searching for someone.
The Abbie Knights Show.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back at it. It's myself and the crew. Abbie Knights, Jenny Ruby, DJ Cadence.
What up?
And Rhea will be joining us in a minute.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
I know you were waiting for it. I saw you doing your little dance.
Yep, it was coming. I knew it was coming.
How'd that song go? Do your dance, hey. Do your dance. No? Okay.
No. That's not how it goes.
There's
But
so
okay.
many songs. I don't even know what song you're trying to do.
He knows what song I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, you're close.
I'm sure you get that all the time at the DJ booth.
All the time.
You know
all
that
the time.
one song?
Either
Melody's
that
always
or
off.
the phone flipped up with Bad Bunny on it. It's one or the other. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I've done that before, but not requesting Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
What was the Bad Bunny song?
I mean, which one isn't it? I mean, that's all people request these days is Bad Bunny. So I mean, it's
Okay, Bad
it's
Bunny?
ridiculous. Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's crazy because like to me, I can't quite figure it out, but like I've never seen somebody get more requests in a club than Bad Bunny, and it's constant.
Really?
Yeah. If I'm in a club where it's all types of people in the room, we got everybody in the room. Bad Bunny is probably 90% of the requests.
There you go. That's a good statement when you have everybody in the room.
But
yeah.
you know what, though? He is the most streamed artist globally.
I can believe it.
So,
I can believe
mean,
it.
Really?
Yeah, in July-ish, August, he was already over 10 billion streams
Wow.
on Spotify alone.
Everybody was upset at the VMAs because I guess he kissed a girl and then he turned around and kissed his dancer, which was a guy. So everybody flipped out. And to me, I always thought he was bi anyways. He always gave me that vibe. So it didn't really surprise me when I seen it. But then I got online.
Does he say he's bi?
He doesn't say he is. He doesn't say he is, but he's done some very bi things lately. Like
I get what you're saying.
He was also online with a
That
he
makes
had like
in my
a
book,
dress.
too.
He was wearing a dress, like a tuxedo and a dress at the same time. So it was like he had already done that, and then the kiss thing and all that stuff. So I thought, it just didn't surprise me. He gives me those vibes anyways.
So he's doing like very bi things.
Very bi things.
Yeah.
Yeah, very bi things. So
We're talking about
Bi
Bad
things.
Bunny.
Whatever
tuning in
that
right now.
categorizes.
Right?
yeah,
Also, whatever gets you in the headlines and attention, and why not?
yeah.
That's true.
Do you think he did it out
He
of,
does weird
for
stuff. He
attention, or
he
just
does his
for-
nails. Like,
to
have you ever
show
seen his
his
videos?
sexuality, that he's open?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I wonder.
I feel like
His
if
first
it makes
video,
you
he was
happy,
dressed
do
in a
you.
woman's outfit.
Wait, what?
He was dressed in a woman's outfit. In
Some
his
people
videos,
call
if you
that
ever watch his
fashion, I don't
music
know.
videos, he's literally like dressed up as a woman in his first music video that came out, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He was
Really?
dressed as a woman, and he has long nails. Yeah, he does his nails.
Ever since
It's
I've
crazy.
seen him, he's always looked like that to me. And people are like, no, he's not. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But that's just always
Right.
the vibe he always gave to me.
Well, I just want to know what he himself identifies as.
Well, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know.
We got
Abby, do
questions.
you
Bad
know?
Bunny.
Jesus Christ.
A bad bunny.
I mean,
he's
I've
a
never
bad
really
bunny,
heard him.
girl. He's a bad bunny.
I mean, that probably should give it away anyways. I mean, we are talking about a guy that calls himself Bad Bunny. So that
He's a bad. You know what I'm saying?
let's go.
Oh, wow. Well, today, listen, I just want to know what's up with Kanye West. He's always doing
gonna
something
do
crazy, talking about his fashion sense, that he's cool with being extra hot in his clothing if it means making like a viable fashion statement. But I just want to know why this man is out here putting Kim's personal business on blast. He put up a post talking about Kim Kardashian has diarrhea a lot, and it's
Is
not
that real? I
normal.
don't think that was real.
It was real.
It was?
Yes, I spoke to a couple people I know in the industry, and he did actually post that.
I thought that was fake.
He's tripping.
Okay, that's a little too extreme.
So my
That's a
friend
little
was
extreme.
like, yo, like straight up though, I don't think I can ever look at her booty the same way now, because all I'm gonna think about is that she's got that situation all the time. So,
That's funny.
Cadence,
Lord.
Can you still look at the booty and not think about that?
Kim's booty ain't that cute to me anyways. I'm more of a natural guy, so it was never really that cute to me anyway.
Hold on,
You gotta
wait.
have
So
thighs.
you saying little booties matter?
Yes, little booties matter, big booties matter. They all matter. But I'm just saying that
I'm just saying.
like, but I'm like this. Your thighs gotta match what's above your thighs. It's gotta look all together. And just don't. It ain't my thing. So if somebody else likes it, more power to them. But that really ain't my thing.
So her booty ain't giving what it's supposed to, is what you're saying for you?
Nah, that thing ain't thinging for me. So
Okay. It ain't thinging.
it ain't thinging for me.
I don't know, ladies. Would you be cool with your ex-husband putting your personal business on blast so publicly like that? I mean,
Ex-husband, hell no. I don't like even my man or whoever just saying like, be quiet, don't talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
agree.
like that is such a private thing. That's so violating to do something like that, especially so publicly. Like, just keep your mouth shut. I just feel like I'm waiting to see what he's about to drop, because I feel like he always does something crazy right before he's about to put music out, a new shoe drop, clothing, something.
Isn't he doing something with
But-
Gap? Because he just went off Gap this whole week. They
Yeah,
gave
and
him
Adidas.
creative direction and like said all this, and he went off on them. And then he went on his whole rant on
love it.
IG.
Because he
So-
said that they had the creative
Clinton
meeting without
and
him.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like his points are valid from where he's coming from, though, as far as, the execution of like Gap and things like that, having a meeting without him. It's Kanye. Of course he wants to be involved. He wants to know what is going on. He said it costs $1 billion to keep him, $1 billion to lose him. And I feel him on that. And the thing is, he can back up everything he says. So
Can you imagine?
as much as everything he says, he has everything to like fall in line right behind it.
I'm going to play on their side. Can you imagine what it would be like to have to be in an office with Kanye West while you're trying to actually get work done in this man?
It's an experience.
While
it's
he
an
has
experience and it's unforgettable.
You're not in a boardroom for experience. You're in there to get stuff done. And I could just imagine Kanye being 100% to the left where we are trying to be over here on the right-hand side. I could just see Kanye like that. Second thing, what was Kanye's girlfriend, the short girl with the short hair that he used to have?
Rose.
Amber Rose. Remember
Yeah.
when Amber Rose was telling everybody that Kanye liked his booty played with?
Yeah.
Like, is that kind of the same? Is that maybe him trying to get back at, like Kim and all that stuff? Because he got put out there, so he just feels like that's something he wants to put
Well,
out.
That
if
would
you
be
follow
crazy.
this, he went off, y'all. He went off on the whole family. He's talking about Kris Jenner and the whole like grandma. He's literally calling out Kris Jenner and saying his kids aren't going to be sex slaves and like all this crazy
they're
stuff.
not
going to be
Off on her.
Playboy or something like that.
She
or-
literally market her kids to be in the industry. Like she would personally go pick up the check at the porn site and like, thank you so much. My daughter just made a lot of money, And he's literally talking about Kylie and Kim specifically. He went off on that, and like even though he had a whole thing, a text message back with Kris Jenner. She's like, please, I'm like 60 something years old. Tell him to keep my name out of his mouth. This is stressing me out. Like, and he exploited all of this. He literally screenshot the conversation Kim sent him.
I know.
And put it online. Like he
Even
just
after
doesn't
she
care.
said, like, please stop posting our private text messages, and he
Yes.
still boom screenshot post.
It's safe to say he's not getting Kim back.
He said,
I
my
think that
kids aren't
ship.
going to this ratchet school.
I think that ship has
they don't
sailed.
teach Kwanzaa.
I agree.
Wow.
That
I
ship
don't
has
know, but
definitely
it's
sailed.
Kanye. What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you
Facts.
expect? It's Kanye. And when's the last time we were talking about Gap?
That is a good point. Or Adidas, because nobody talks about either one of them without him. To be
Like,
honest,
you know what I mean?
So,
Like he puts people on and he brings, he is just
I'll
what
give
he
him that.
is.
Very
So,
charismatic man. Very good.
Very.
I'm very charismatic, man. Rhea, what about your boy The Game? What's going on with him and 50 Cent? They're out here beefing, talking smack about
Lord.
each other. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. I think something happened back in the day. I don't know if someone stole someone's girl or someone put a finger in the booty. I don't know. It's suspect to me.
Whoa.
I don't know. But the two of them are going back and
You see
forth.
the trend today? This is the trend today.
Well, because there was a lot of emotion, and I'm sitting here, I'm just like, why is he talking about it? And by the way, I forget this rapper. He was a Canadian rapper. He literally died or got stabbed to death the other day because he mentioned the game in a diss song. So I don't know, but y'all better watch out. Like, if you mess with him, the two of them go back and forth together, and like, it's been hilarious actually just watching them go back and forth. But
50's always trolling people though. I mean,
he always trolls people. He literally said, "I have an Emmy. Where's your trophy?" You understand? Like, because he just won an Emmy with Dr. Dre, Mary J, Snoop, everybody for the halftime performance, and even Eminem. And Eminem's actually one award away from what's it called? The EGOT, Emmy, Oscar,
Grammy.
And that makes Game so mad because he was so salty about not being in the Super Bowl performance. He was at first he tried to come out and was like, no, I wasn't.
How the hell do you guys know all this?
But then he talked about it. So yeah. How do we know about all this?
Who told you he's salty? He called you he's salty?
He told me. Yeah. And man, I could read through these people. I watch interviews. I watch podcasts all the time. I watch people all the time. And the first time he got on TV, he was like, nah, I don't really care about it. And then the next time he got on, he was like, you know what? I do care because I'm the West Coast and all of this stuff. He's very salty that he didn't get on there.
Oh, because it was in LA.
I see. So many collab songs with 50 Cent too, like the collab song that he had, even, whatchamacallit, like Seductive, Disco Inferno, like all these other songs he could have just did with him, and he just didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's East Coast and West Coast. It would have been a great collab, but they ain't put him on.
Yeah.
I mean,
the game is as cool as the game is. He has a lot of drama around him a lot of times, So it's like.
But let's be real. Is he creating this drama for himself though? I mean, because I feel like he's always out here starting some mess with something. He's always talking, and I am so speaking of Kim K. Every time I see an interview highlight of the game that I see going viral that someone's posted, he's talking about when he was involved with Kim K. Like almost every interview, it seems like he's talking about how he messed with the Kardashians. Like we've heard about it so many times. Like, okay, we got it, bro. You smashed. Like, cool. You want like a little point, like a little something? Like, I don't understand.
A little PR, you girl. You know what I'm saying? You got to rehash those things. Like, if you dying down, you got to rehash those old flames.
I guess because she's hot right now.
Song dropping with 50 Cent, because technically their beef is like drama, but it's not. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the same situation that happened with Coi Leray and Nicki, and she was like, she's a clout chaser. And then I'm like, wait, are you
what?
talking
Don't
shit
they have a
about
song
her?
together?
And then the next day they dropped a song together, and I'm like,
free marketing. That's all it is. Free marketing is smart. Also, Plies was out here talking about, he made a public announcement, a little PSA to all the clubs to please not be bringing his bottles to his section with any sparklers. He said that he's graduated, that's for people that are just getting on with new money, but respectfully, please bring his bottle service quietly to the table. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
I could see it one of two ways. Yes, I understand that. If you want to be discreet, but sometimes you're paying. It's someone's birthday. It's a celebration. I want all the lights. I want all the lights. I want all the smoke. I want everyone. I want you to come out performing. I want you to come out dancing. I want to see like a bear head come out. I want the sign and everything.
A bear head.
Celebration. But if you're trying to be low and chill and discreet, and you don't want no one to know you're there, I feel that too. So it just kind of depends on what angle you're in. It depends.
I guess it depends. Are you getting it for the money, or are you getting it just because you want the product?
I mean, you're marking up 1,000% on these bottles. You know what I mean? So like
paying $600 for a $50 bottle of alcohol.
Way more out here, but yes,
girl, way more in the city. It's like 15. That's like a minimum
you got
of 2 bottles.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just go buy the bottle at my house and just,
but you're paying for the experience. You're paying for the atmosphere, the club, everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
So it depends.
I heard that
I've gone somewhere
That's what they
and
say.
I'm like, I do not want to show. I literally just want to drink this in peace, and I don't want people to know I'm here.
Yeah, I'm good on all that. I don't,
That's what happened at Tao. Mike Tyson was there, and I was DJing. They said the night before they brought out sparklers, and he threw a fit. So when he came back the next night, I was DJing, and they were like, yo, Mike Tyson's in the corner. I'm like, you lying. And they're like, yeah, apparently he flipped on everybody last night, but he came back. And I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, people,
fangirl moment.
yeah, some
Mike
people
Tyson
don't want.
almost ran me over in Scottsdale one time, a long time ago.
At least he
I was
didn't
walking
try to
across
punch you.
I was walking across from the club and like almost got hit by a Hummer. And sounds funny when I just said that, but I almost got hit
It
by
sounds like a
Hummer.
joke.
And I turned around. Of course, I'm drunk, and I turn around and I'm like, "Oh man, like who the hell's about to run me over?" And I look in the car.
You're about to fight him?
No, I wasn't about to fight him. I was just like, you know how you are at the end. You know when you almost get hit by something, you turn around like, "What the hell? Like what was that?" You know? And
Yeah.
it was Tyson.
You looked at him with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
You're like,
yeah.
oh, I almost got hit by Mike
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson.
You should have got hit.
Like get hit
Yeah.
and then be like, let me keep a piece of that bumper real
My
quick.
back,
Can you
my
autograph
neck.
it?
My
You
back
shoulda
and
got
my
hit.
My
head.
neck. My back.
Oh, autograph. I was talking about collecting a check.
That's what I'm
you
talking
get
about
both.
for real. Should got a check.
He said, get that check. Larsa Pippen, I almost called her
Pissin.
something out.
Lots of pissing.
Larsa Pippen, I'm sorry guys, I can't talk today, was spotted out with Michael Jordan's son. Let me tell you one thing about this woman
He's
is
out
she
there.
gonna keep it consistent in the NBA. I don't think I've ever seen her ever be in a headline for dating like an executive, a mogul, or
Future.
anybody.
She dated Future.
Oh, there we go. Future.
She did.
She
Yeah,
did?
she dated
Really?
Future. That song
dated
Gucci
my
Flip Flops.
ex-husband.
It's about her.
Oh yeah, she was.
Y'all didn't know
That
that.
was the
Y'all never heard.
inspiration.
See, y'all got to be more Future fans. Y'all got to be.
It
y'all got to
is.
get
It
in.
is. I'm a
It's
Future
hard-
fan.
okay,
Yeah.
no. First of
It
all,
started- it
no.
wasn't even a
No,
planned
no.
recording,
My
right? It
Gucci
kind of
flip
just like
flop.
flowed into it.
Yeah.
What?
So Future had just left her house and it just had sex with her and had to go to the
Allegedly.
studio
Uh-huh.
next. So Metro Boomin came in. They got into the studio and everything. They sat down and the beat started. And I just in my Gucci flip flops. Hey, that's my cut right there. So but yeah, it was all about. Yep.
I just
So that was about her.
Yeah. She was the inspiration, allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Allegedly.
but it is really difficult to keep up with Future. I mean, let's keep it real. He's always
Oh my
with
gosh.
somebody.
Hey.
Like,
I can't
I
keep
stopped
When you
counting
a
a long
boss, you
time
don't
ago.
keep up with bosses. You just let bosses be bosses.
So
Shout out
how
to
would
Future.
I
you
saw
then
a
it's
post
hard to
today
keep
about
up to see
Russell
what
Wilson.
he's, huh?
I saw a
Nick
post today
Cannon
about
has
Russell
10
Wilson.
kids.
Did you guys see
He
it?
beats him now.
Russell Wilson? What?
Oh, about how he always has a one-up on Future. Did you guys see the post? You'll see it.
No.
It's gonna come around. It's okay. Never mind.
It's
Oh,
gonna
the-
come around. No, you gotta tell us what it said now. You can't
Are you
just be
talking
like,
about-
oh, it's
Yeah.
just gonna...
Are you talking about
It's
the meme
basically
with the
Mayweather.
money?
It's basically Mayweather at the table with a gang of money just sitting in front of him, and it says that this is how Russell Wilson sits at the table when Future comes to pick up his child. Like
It is
basically, he's just
funny.
always winning. He's always on top. He's just sitting there with his cash flow, just winning and flowing.
I
And
gotta
someone was
say,
like,
That's
I
funny.
would love to have somebody like that proudly claims his wife, that is proud of his family, that seems, I mean, you never know until you live with somebody, really know people, but he seems so invested in his home life. He's not out here trying to chase any thoughts. He's like minding his business, getting his checks, and I'm here for it. I don't know. Shout out to
That's
Russell
Yeah,
what's
Wilson.
their relationship seems healthy.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
trying.
say.
I'm trying
Seems-
to implement Sierra's prayer and find me somebody like that, cause
Uh-huh.
you know, Cadence.
But she had her little wild side too. Let's not act like she was wilding out here.
But
Right,
we're
she
not
was
talking
a
about
Bow
Sierra.
Wow,
We're talking
Future.
about Russell. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
saying she got with him, so I
Yeah.
just need that prayer too. I ain't been out here wilding, but I'm just trying to see what that prayer is
Well, you
about.
got that. That's
Maybe-
the problem.
maybe
You
she
got to
wild
have
out
a
a
wild
little.
side first. Abby.
Exactly.
You got to define the good man. You got to have a wild side first.
Okay,
People always
Normani.
argue it, but you got to. It's what has to happen.
You got to get it out of your system first. And
Get
then
it
God
out
will
your
bless you
system.
with the rest.
Yeah, get a few arguments out. Calling the police a few times.
You know, slash a couple tires. And then you
Right,
go.
Well, y'all are just saying
A few
slashing
holes in
tires
the
because I'm
wall.
Spanish.
A
Is
couple
that where that
walls.
came from?
Some sugar in the gas tank.
Oh my
All
God.
that.
Wow.
Because you can't know what you want until you know what you don't want. Ain't that what they say?
Burn his clothes.
Hey, let's go. I'm out here preaching today. Let's
Oh,
go. Let's
I
go.
do not miss any of those. I mean, my clothes have never been burned, and I've never burned any clothes. But Lord, just those days.
Oh
are
my
just-
God, y'all are ruthless. Cadence, I
Hey.
got a
I never
question for
did
you.
any of this.
What up?
Right? No,
What up?
I mean me either. I've usually ended things amicably with people. But Cadence, you're a dad. I just want to know if you're She about to start
Zad.
calling you daddy and poppy. and let's say your lady asked you to go clean the bathtub to put your child in, infant baby, would your first reaction be to clean the bathtub with the toilet bowl brush?
Who would clean no, why would I do that?
So there's a video surfacing right now where this woman told her husband or her boyfriend to clean the tub so that they could give the baby a bath. And she came in there and she saw him scrubbing the bathtub with the toilet bowl brush. And I'm just trying to understand, like, how, why?
Maybe it made sense to him because he pees in the shower and it just all seems like the same thing to him. I don't know.
My goodness.
I don't know. You never know. But me personally,
you can tell he never cleans the bathtub, obviously.
Yeah,
not you, Cadence. I'm talking about the guy in the video.
Disgusting.
No, yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's pretty.
Please forgive me, Cadence. I'm sorry.
That's pretty gross though. I don't know why you would even think that would be something good to do. So.
He probably never cleans the bathtub or cleans the bathroom, and she asked him to do that one time.
Or his child for that point.
Oh my goodness, or his child, or his booty.
Okay, this conversation is just going all the way left.
It was a brand new scrubby thingy thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was new.
I didn't think about that. If it was a new scrubby, would it be okay? I still don't think that I would use it, but if it was new, would you be okay with it?
If it was new,
I would be like, "What are you doing?"
Brand new and never.
That's like trying to put jelly on like an egg salad sandwich. That's just weird. Like, why would
jelly on a what?
On like an egg salad sandwich or something that's like not supposed to go together. Like, why would you? Why would you want to clean the bathtub with a toilet bowl brush? That's just
how we get to jelly and egg salad.
That's all they had.
Wait a minute. First of all, there's nothing wrong with jelly and eggs if you got bacon or sausage on it too. That's
true.
So, but an egg salad sandwich has like mayonnaise and mustard and all that.
I didn't hear,
that's
I
just
didn't hear
nasty.
the salad part.
I don't know. Let's try it out and see how it tastes.
In it already.
Okay, Jenny, I just cannot with you. Like, she will literally try anything at least once.
I like jelly on my burger.
What?
Oh, no.
I like jelly on a burger sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Jelly on a burger.
It's a taste with jelly, blue cheese, like grape jelly, blue cheese, bacon, arugula on and
bougie burger. That's what she's
talking
about.
It's a bougie burger.
It's when you're listening to Drake on that ship, huh? Just out there in the middle of the Caribbean.
I can't wait.
Eating her hamburger with jelly on it.
You have some jelly, please. This burger's great. It only needs jelly.
That's gross. So The Weeknd lost his voice in the middle of a show this past week and literally canceled the rest of the show on the spot, offered everybody a refund at this arena. I thought that was insane. I feel like I'd be kind of mad if I was attending the show. Like, I don't care if you coming back or not, but like, And also, apparently, Reginae Carter is in love. If you guys haven't seen, she's been out here wilding out, learning all sorts of tricks on the pole. And she just looks like she's living her best life right now.
Who's she in love with?
Her name is Reginae. I always thought it was Regina.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Lil Wayne, I'm sorry, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Regina.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
At first, I was like, who the hell is Abbie talking about? Who is Regina?
Your name ain't Stefan. Your name's Steven. Quit playing out here. Mama named you Steven. Talking about Stefan. Trying to look
Stefan,
cute.
trying
You
to
ain't
be
Stefan.
all fancy.
Exactly.
Your
like,
name is
now.
Steven.
Come on now.
My God. Rhea, what you got for us today, sis?
Speaking of concerts, real quick, I don't know if you peeped that Kodak Black was supposed to perform the other day, and he missed his cutoff time, I guess, and he was late apparently to Made in America out in Philly, and he had this whole post about, man, I was just a few minutes late, and I'm like, bro, I don't think you read the contract because I'm pretty sure there's a clause in there. Because he's calling out Live Nation and Jay-Z, and he's like, they wouldn't let me go on, and da-da-da. And I'm like, I think it's more like you had a contract signed, and if you don't make your deadlines, that's it. That's how the corporate world works. So, I felt a little bad for him, but whatever. Like,
is that a big show, like a festival type of thing?
Yeah, Made in America is huge.
Burna Boy, it was lit. It was lit.
So yeah, he probably had a time to be on stage, and he wasn't on time, so they had to move him. Remember, Migos got cut, their show got cut, and they was up there upset too. you know, but it was
But
just the time
here's
was up
my
on the
thing
show.
though. Okay, when you get to this whole celebrity status and people just feel like they're kind of entitled because of the name they've created, there is a set list and a time schedule for a reason. It doesn't mean show up when you feel like it. It means show up a little early to ensure that you're there on time for your set. And people, I don't understand why they always get all heated about this. Like, bro, this is simple. You show up on time. Period. And if you don't, they're gonna keep it pushing. Like these set lists, the times are so short.
And he's not getting paid. He's not getting anything. So that's why he also went off. I'm pretty sure in the contract it says you're not getting paid if you don't show up to perform. Like,
for sure.
How late was he?
Yeah, if they canceled on you, it's different. They didn't cancel on you, so.
I mean, he says a couple minutes, but I'm pretty sure he was probably at least 15 minutes. And those sets are no more than 20, 30 minutes usually, unless you're a headliner. So if you miss that, I mean, you don't have time, because then the minute he gets on stage and he starts to instigate the audience, right? Because he's just gotten on, oh, y'all want to hear more? Y'all want this?
Yep.
Then what happens that's going to push the entire show back, which is going to force them to be fined because they're not going to be able to end their set on time like they're supposed to with whoever the final artist is for that day. So
I've done a lot of behind the scene things with shows like that, and people don't understand how it's always going to go off time at some point. But it's like you got to try and stay on schedule as much as you can. And people try to find every excuse to make you just it ain't no big deal. I'm just 5 minutes late. No, 5 minutes makes us actually 10, 15 minutes late, you know, and it gets worse and worse. So, you know, I hate it. People on late doing concerts and stuff like that. So
the worst.
Sorry, Kodak.
And listen, we're going to switch it up. Speaking of shout outs and flowers, we got to give it up for our queen, Serena. Killed it. Serena Williams. She lost in the third round, but she goes down in history. This could be her final match. This was her away tour. You know what she was doing, her going away tour. Hopefully, if she ever comes back, she comes back. But if not, what a way to end. She's amazing. She did her thing, you guys. Like, I don't know if you know, not only is she the GOAT, but one of the greatest of all time. 186 consecutive weeks at number one, 4 Olympic gold medals, 23 time major champion, 367 major match wins, 367 to be exact, 6 U.S. Open titles, and 73 career titles. And if you guys have not seen the movie King Richard that Will Smith won an Oscar for, you have to see this, because their story and their family is so beautiful and amazing. And it's like, you thought it was a fairy tale. No, this is real life. And that was just a movie. They haven't even talked about, they should do a part 3 and 4, because or 2, 3, 4, whatever this is, because she literally had the most amazing career probably of one of any athletes. So shout out to her. Love her. She's the best. And if you guys didn't know, people just think it's Serena and Venus. There's 3 other sisters. They have there's 5 other girls that the family raised. Everybody just thinks it was the 2 of them. You know, but if you watch the movie King Richard, I'm telling you, it's one of Will Smith deserved that Oscar, because you feel it. Like, I get chills, because he's so passionate in the film as their father. It's amazing to see that.
I want to see. What is it on?
I have to check it out.
I don't know.
On TV.
That's what he won the Oscar for, the whole slapping situation. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the movie, you could tell he had a lot of emotion going on, like protecting his family. I think he was still in that role.
Man,
I see.
She persevered through so much, you know, growing up and everything. Like I haven't seen the movie, but I remember when I was younger and they were coming up and everybody thought that Venus was going to be the star, you know, and she was the one that was out front and stuff like that. And people talked about their beads and just how black they were, and people didn't like that, you know, and you know, then her coming out with her outfits and, you know, her grunting when she hit the ball and stuff like that. Like, they've been through so much. So, you know, shout out to them. That's amazing for her to make it there. ESPN put her as number 5 as all-time greatest athletes. So I think that's
she deserved
really
every
amazing.
bit of that. She really did.
Shout out to the ladies holding it down. Shout out to her little protege, Coco, who's coming up, Coco Gauff. She literally just is advancing now to the second round, to the quarterfinals, actually. So congratulations to her as well, the U.S. Open. You know, there's some little girl out there that always wanted to be Serena. So keep dreaming, keep going big. You guys can be Serena and Venus, you know, or anybody you want to be. So, yeah.
Or the sisters.
That's beautiful.
You know,
or the sisters.
I Not Jenny.
Or the sister of somebody famous, whatever you want to be. You can do it.
I'll take that too.
You can do it.
I'm
dead.
No words. No
I'm
words.
dead.
Jenny
And last
always
thing before
chimes
we
in
wrap
time.
up, I have the Black China situation. If you guys do not know, OnlyFans has racked in over what's the correct number here? I just want to be 3.86 billion.
Is that
alone
real?
in
Oh wait, sorry.
2021. Okay, that increased from 115%. And the creators are earning more, all the creators together, $8 billion since 2016. So their gross revenue doubled to $4.8 billion in November 2021. Black China is gaining an estimate $20 million per month.
A month.
That's what I was wondering. Is that real? That's real.
People.
That's really happening.
I'm about to, but you
I
listen.
gotta go. I got work to do. I'm gonna create OnlyFans. So
Hey, we got to count be out there busting it.
I'm
you
wasting
know?
my time. I don't know what we doing here. We need to be butt naked on this radio show.
Hey, the three of us need to just create an account. Just
so we can all make money. Listen, Cadence,
go.
you can swing that thing.
Hey, whatever I got to do, if I can get in the million range, hey, we there.
Abbie's gonna do yoga backflips on camera. It's gonna be amazing up in
Hey,
here.
let's go.
handstands, the whole nine.
She does already.
Abbie's
Topless
gonna be in
handstands.
lingerie
She already
doing
does
yoga
it.
poses,
It's on
y'all.
Instagram.
That's
She
it.
does.
And we gonna make them listen. Bella Thorne came in at 11 million, and she's the second highest paid, like per month. This is per month. This is not per year. This is per month.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't
that's
think I
crazy.
haven't thought about going on there and creating an account and just showing the girls for a little bit. I mean, I'm like 20 million.
I'm the
What?
bad guy friend because if you call me and ask me, do you think? I'd be like, yes. Do you need me to take the camera?
What
do
makes
wanna
you
do?
bad?
Are we
I'm a
worthy
horrible-
though? Are
But
we
what
worthy?
would make you bad for,
Because sometimes people want to hear no, like that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not the right thing to do. I'm not that friend.
That's who?
Like, don't call me for reassurance or something like that, because I'm gonna be like, yeah, go get it, girl.
Hey, no
Let's
lie.
get your stuff set up.
Yeah.
I text someone I used to date and I was like, you think I could make some money off OnlyFans? And he was like, I mean, I think you might do all right.
I don't see why
Show
you
the
would. I
girls.
mean,
Bro,
just
I was literally gonna strip or be like a DJ
A naked DJ.
in lingerie. Like I was gonna think of something to do.
let's
Right?
do
A
it.
naked or just like a top. I don't know. A booty. I don't know. I was gonna think of something. I was like,
Booty
quarantine
pop.
You said
girl.
a booty.
Split.
What are you gonna do? To put like one booty
Split
cheek in the
making.
screen? You DJ?
Yeah,
Just
put a
one
booty
butt
cheek
cheek.
scratch with the booty cheek. You know.
Yeah.
A little something beatboxing on there. I don't know. I just
Let's
I was gonna
go.
get creative.
Whatever it is, whatever idea you have, just do it naked.
so Swinging Thunder is gonna come in.
Chocolate Thunder.
No, we called you Swinging Thunder.
Swinging
Yeah,
Thunder.
you
Y'all
could-
gonna
you
change
could
my
all
name? How
say
you gonna
like
change
this,
my
Cadence.
name? That's my stripper name.
Because
You
we
can't
gave
change
you
my-
the nickname. How you gonna change the nickname we gave
Hit the
you?
cross name.
I guess.
You can be.
I
You
guess.
can be.
As long as I
Swinging
can keep my
Chocolate
little-
Thunder. How about that?
As long as I keep my my little sound effect with the lightning and the thunder, I'm all for it. Okay, I'll go with it.
You'll go with it. You don't mind.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
with it. But you gotta have the lightning and the thunder in the background. I mean, lightning doesn't really make noise.
Oh yeah, that's a good intro when you come out.
Does lightning
What'd you
make
say,
noise?
Cadence? Sexual chocolate coming to the stage. You don't remember that?
Now coming to the stage. Let's go. I'm ready to do it right now. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, wait a minute. This is an adult show that we're not going to be doing today. So we're not going to do this.
Oh.
I'm trying to stay calm today. I'm trying to stay calm. So
I mean, you're next to Jenny. I'm not really sure that's possible. Jenny, you already know what time it is.
uh-oh.
It is question of the day. Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? Is this an actual, factual, logical question and answer?
Obviously.
Is it a spare tire?
You know what, Cadence? You just out here just.
Hey, what up? We in the building again. Let's go. Hey,
There you go. I
hey,
definitely would not have guessed that. There, I would not have guessed.
Hey. Hey.
It's getting fun now, right? Tell me you don't like it. Okay.
Let's go. Let's
Jenny,
go.
He's actually he's catching up to you now.
Yeah, there we go. I would not have guessed that. I would have not guessed. I don't really know too much about cars. I'm just like, do this for me. I know how to pump. I know how to drive, parallel park, pump gas.
Yeah, and I mean, you're a city girl. You take a lot of commutes and stuff like that, so I give you that one.
She said, "I know how to drive and pump gas."
I'm going to parallel park though.
Okay.
It's like that seems like a mandatory in them big cities like that, ain't
How
it?
about a lot of people don't know how to drive. Let's start there.
Oh,
A lot
I
of
didn't
people don't
think
even have
about
their
that.
license. So
Really?
yeah, a lot of people do not have their license.
Especially
Like in New York, like people don't have licenses in New York. Really?
No,
Yeah, you're
a
driving
lot of
cars.
people do not. I went on vacation and we rode
Wow.
ATVs and we all turned in our IDs and they're like, "Wow, you're from New York and you have a driver's license?" I was like, "Yeah, I got one." They're like, "Wow."
That's
Whoa.
impressive. Like you were really doing something.
I never even thought about that. I guess you wouldn't really need one. I guess if you lived in always was on the subway
but
and
people
stuff
still
like
drive cars though. They just don't care.
People do, yeah. A lot, yeah. People still drive. They just don't have the license. They just can't get a rental.
Yeah. One of my
Wow.
exes was like 20 years old when we were together, and he was definitely driving around in New York without a license.
You mean like recently?
Do I look like I'm 20 years old, Jenny?
We didn't know, you could be a cougar,
No, you
maybe.
said
We didn't
something-
know what you was
you
out here
said your
doing.
your ex-boyfriend when you were 20. I thought you said.
Oh.
Yeah. We
I
were
was
both
trying
like
to figure out
20
why
at
she
the
told us
time.
he was 20. I thought she was just trying to drop her a little like, hey,
I
you know.
thought
So
you were
one day
dating
I
a
was just out here, I'm
22-year-old.
dating this
No,
little 20-year-old,
absolutely not.
you know. So
There's
you
nothing
know.
even appealing about trying to date somebody that young at my age. No, thank you. I'll pass.
You never know.
I had someone that was 22 years old that is still mad at me. He's a pro athlete. I'm not going to drop his name. But he's still mad at me because he was like, how you going to sit there and judge me? I'm mature, blah, 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 just because of my age. Like, you're not even giving me the opportunity
Facts.
to actually get to know me.
Facts.
And I'm like, you are
That's
my
fair.
I'm like, you're my brother's age. Like, what am I supposed to do with you?
Take him over your brother's house, let him play PlayStation together and hang out. You guys are good. Like, y'all are going to be like best friends. You're going to be like, man, I love Abbie, man. She take me over to her brother's house. We be getting on the 2K. You know, he let me be the home team sometimes.
I'm
you
not
know, like,
looking
I
for
really
a
think
child.
this could work.
I'm looking for
She
a
tucks me
man.
in at night.
She tucks me in at night,
He needs diapers
puts my
changed
socks
too?
together
Like,
and puts them in the drawer. Like, this is really, really cool. I like this girl, Abbie. I like her.
no, that's awful. If you guys catch me with somebody that young, please check me into a psych ward or something. No,
Hey,
thank
sometimes you need it, man. You know, you can do it. I won't tell nobody. It'll be your secret.
you could do it. Put your back into it. No.
See, that might be why you need the 22-year-old, you know? Who
There we
knows?
go. Yeah, blow your back out.
There you go. Boom. Pow, pow.
Y'all got issues.
Good stamina, all that.
All that.
Oh gosh.
Probably ain't got no jobs. He ain't got nothing else to do. He might as well just
that.
blow your back
whoopee
out all the
cushion?
time, you know? There you go.
That's a little
Listen.
party
kazoo?
whistle noise. You know, a little whistle that like blows out. No?
A queef.
What?
Ew, Jenny.
Play that noise one more time.
If that's what you got going on down there, Jenny, that is
I got a marching band.
I always say
She
that
got a
once we get to
marching
that
band.
point, men, we're gonna keep. If that happened, men, I'm just wondering: would you keep going? Would you stop? Would you laugh? Like, what would I don't know what I would do if I
With that noise, I would
Right in
definitely
the-
laugh. Definitely.
you would laugh.
Hell yeah, I would definitely laugh.
Why would you laugh? But it would be your sound. Like you'd be like, oh,
Because
there
it's a
goes-
funny sound. I would laugh. I'd be like, whoa, what was that? What are you gonna be mad? You can't be mad. You
whoa, what was that?
You can't be mad.
You would.
I don't know.
You definitely would have to look down and see what's going on. Like, wait a minute, was that? What was that? Was that me? Was that you? Like, what happened here?
Next time I'm doing it, I'm gonna have a little kazoo with me and just start blowing it.
Oh my God, Jenny. That's what you gotta love about Jenny, though. She's always up for something new. She's always down to try something new. Let's talk about some of the news going on this week. A pilot threatened to crash an airplane into a Mississippi Walmart. Two of my friends were staying 10 minutes from this Walmart. They actually could hear the plane circling outside. It was really scary. Glad that they were able to avoid that from happening, because I'm sure there would have been a tremendous amount of casualties. Crazy.
Abby knows everybody.
No, I don't. That's Rhea. Rhea got a whole roster of people. I'm not even touching the 0.5% of what she's got. Also, an armed suspect repeatedly rammed into a car to rob a man of $20,000 in the Upper East Side in Manhattan. If you hadn't heard about that, check out the video. It's all over the internet. It's crazy.
Oh, there's a video?
Yes, they were ramming him in a black Mercedes. Find another type of car if you're going to be ramming into somebody.
Was it his $20,000? I'm so confused.
Someone had 20,000 cash on him?
Yeah. And they were ramming into the car to rob them of the 20 grand in broad daylight.
Why do you have 20 grand on? What is? I don't know. People are weird. I don't know. I got to watch this video.
I don't know. My friend FaceTimed me the other day, and her homeboy pulled out 10 G's in cash out of his pocket and said it was his walk around money.
That's normal. You don't have to claim that money when you're traveling. Anything under 10K.
This is why we love Jenny. Police are also searching.
I bet he wasn't traveling. I'm going to be safe to say there wasn't traveling.
He was traveling maybe from one end of New York to the other. Police are currently searching for two suspects in a multiple stabbing incident where at least 10 people have been found dead in Canada. Updates are still continuing on this particular situation. We'll keep you guys posted on any new developments. That's insane, y'all. Be safe out there. There's apparently a guy here in Atlanta that was going into LA Fitness gyms and yeah, and assaulting women in the women's dressing rooms. So for y'all out there, be safe. Also, a Memphis teacher was violently abducted during her morning jog. So the world is crazy. Ladies, please just keep an eye out. I'm look, keep some pepper spray, a taser.
I got a taser. I got gifted a taser the other day. Thank you very much, sir.
If you got a little whatever to try to keep yourself safe, and same goes for the men, because I feel like no one is safe out here. Yeah, you can keep yourself a pow on you too. And
unless you live in New York, and it you can't have guns in New York, right? Isn't it illegal to have guns in New York? You can't even
buy whipped cream in New York.
I know, crazy.
I know Lil Wayne went to jail for having a gun in New York, so ever since then I just felt like you can't have guns in New York. So I don't know.
You can't legally carry.
You can't legally carry them? Okay.
Legally correct.
I thought you were gonna say curry.
Curry.
Curry chicken.
That sounds so good. I'm so hungry right now. Curry sounds amazing.
Jenny's always hungry. Our topic of discussion for today, which I'm very interested to get your opinion on, Cadence, is toxic men versus masculine men. There's a difference between a boy and a man. And I'm just curious to see what your take is on this, because I've been part of quite a few conversations lately where people are talking about there being a fine line between the two. You have a guy who's a man's man who takes care of the house and, is all about the old school priorities. And then you've got these toxic men, AKA F-boys, just out here acting like they're living their best life. And I'm really curious to hear what the men's perspective is on it, because I know as women, we view this a little bit differently, I think.
What do you mean by what perspective do you want on it? Do I
Cadence
believe
is
it
mixed.
exists?
He's half toxic, half whatever you said.
I think all men have been through some degrees of both of them. That's why I think they say it's a thin line, because we've all been an F-boy at some point or time in our lives, even though men don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? We've all been to at some point or time. There's some girl every man out here, there's some man that's or some girl that's out here he ain't nothing, he ain't about nothing. I don't care how good you are now, So that's why I think they said it's a thin line. But I don't know. I think it's just a point of just growing up. I think some people never grow up though, so some people are always going to be that way. But I think at some point in time you grow up and you kind of move forward.
So you think, okay, so F boys, you think everyone has had their F boy stage?
No doubt. I know I have.
I don't think everyone can
now
be
to
an
some
F-boy,
degree.
though. Some people don't have the
it's to
looks,
some
the
degree.
money, the stature, the whole everything to be an F boy. You have to be a certain type of person to be an F boy. I think you can't just be lame.
I think there's some degrees to it, like kind of like racism. Like some people like I'm not racist, but they're not. But because they know somebody that's way more racist than them. I know a lot more F boys, that I could be like, yeah, I'm not an F boy because I'm not as bad as him. But it's to somebody looked at you and was like, he did some F boy stuff to me back in the day, whatever. It's just what men do. It's the natural progression of being a man, in my opinion, so it is what it is.
Being an F boy.
Hey,
I guess you could look at it in that way. If you look at it.
Every man done been there. Every man done dropped off some girl at their job when they know they're supposed to have their own car. Every man done done some stuff like that. It's just what we say is just F-boy behavior. It's just what it is. Now you may not be 100%. You may not be doing it at 30. You may not be hollering at somebody while you going to holler while your baby mama's pregnant having a baby. You might not be on that level, but you've done some pretty crazy stuff to women at some point or time in your life. I think it's just a natural progression of what you got to do to kind of grow up and be a man. That's what I think.
Okay. So you have to have your F-boy stage.
Oh yeah, I'm done with mine. I'm out of my stage. That was gone a long time ago.
Abbie, what do you think about that?
I definitely think that it's starting to become more popular for men to be toxic. I think it's become more acceptable than ever before for that to be just the normal. I mean, I've spoken to so many women that are out here dating and they're in super toxic situations. I've been in situations like that. And
what's your definition of toxic? What do you mean?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. What do you consider toxic? Because I feel like a lot of people are saying that toxicity is now the new norm or whatever, that more people are now toxic. But what's toxic now? I feel like if you're honest about things, like but I feel like it eliminates a lot of the toxicity.
I mean,
I like that word.
We're not just talking about being open about something. We're talking about actions. We're talking about behavior. When it comes to a person, a grown man would not do the things that an F-boy would do, which become toxic traits, like living off of women or belittling the person that you're with to make yourself feel better or more entitled.
Oh, like that kind of
what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
Or gaslighting people, playing reverse psychology to be able to have control, to get your way so that you can still maintain the person while you got your other people on the side. I mean, like, there's a lot of levels to it. And
a lot of levels. True.
And yeah.
That was my point. There's a lot of levels to it.
But I feel like we're talking about all these men. I'm so sorry, ladies, but women are just as toxic as men, just as quote toxic as men these days. If not, I think we're just on a speed to just surpass these men and their toxicity.
Cadence, I just want to know why you smiled so damn big when she said that women were in that pot too. Because women
are becoming way more savage as men these days. And I think that
because women, we all know women plan things.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
That's why women don't get caught as much as men get caught, because you guys plan things.
We're more calculated.
So when y'all want to be savage, y'all are savages. Y'all are way worse because we don't think. We are randomly do things, So
I mean, hey, if he's up and ready to go, y'all are just gonna give in. Cadence, could you go out to dinner with a woman and let her pay for you?
I
yes.
could. Yes, I could, but it wouldn't be my first thought. It wouldn't be like if I'm going out, I'm like, okay, I hope she pays for me. My first thought is that I'm gonna be paying, if we go somewhere. You know,
I
so
know she pays for me.
I'm just saying, okay.
I mean, that's
like,
F-boy behavior.
here's
You know what I
my
mean?
thing,
Hey,
though,
hey,
like,
baby, come take me out somewhere, and then we go out to eat, and then you sit there and you both stare at the check, and she's like, "Oh, well, I guess I got the check." Like, that's F-boy behavior. So to me, no, I would never think of that.
But
if
I'm
I
just
say,
saying, your initial reaction, like, would you be comfortable with the chick paying for the date, with you being picked up, with her paying all your bills and maintaining you, like, with her trying to help you find work?
His face is lighting up.
I'm just
I
trying
like
to understand,
This is,
like,
who is this girl? Does she have a? Do you have an IG?
At Abbie Knights.
Hey, I mean that.
you know what, Jenny?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All people.
At Abbie Knights.
What is wrong? I mean, listen, I will say, when I'm down for somebody, I am definitely the type of person that I feel like I will support whoever I'm with 110%, especially if I'm in love with somebody. I'm like the biggest idiot out there, because I'm like, listen, I'm cool. I'm down to ride with you. We're going to figure this out. I got you. I got your back. Like, you know, we're a unit. We're partners. But the downside to that is that if you're not with the right person, they take advantage of that situation, right? So now you're emotionally invested, right? And you're sitting here thinking like, it's us, this is what we're doing, you know what I mean? We're growing, we're building together, and the whole time it's just like a leech type of situation. Let me see how much I can get out of you, and then bounce. And I'm a super kind person. I am that person. First of all, listen, I am Hispanic, okay? You are raised as a female to know how to cook and clean and take care of the house. And growing up, in most conversations I overheard the adults having, when a relationship went wrong, the first question was to the woman, what did she do wrong? Here in America, it's always, what did he do? But where I come from, it's a little different. So the whole idea is you're supposed to hold the house down. You know, you're supposed to be able to do all these things and take care of your man and do all this stuff. However,
right, but when you say that, though, the man is supposed to be paying the bills.
But here, exactly. It's supposed to be an even trade, right? So if I'm at home and I'm cooking all the time and I'm cleaning and we're splitting the bills, let's just say we're splitting the bills, right? At least do your part, be thoughtful, take the person out from time to time. You know what I mean? Have romantic moments, have romantic gestures. Not everything be about me, take. And then anytime the person has a complaint about something, it's you're an issue or you're crazy. You know what, Cadence? As a matter of fact, now that I just said that,
who did this to you,
no,
Abbie?
I just want to know. These are conversations. These are conversations that I've been having with people, because why is it that anytime men are confronted with a situation they don't want to answer or they don't want to admit to, why do you guys always call women crazy?
You guys, I love it.
Because some of y'all are crazy. Because some of y'all are very crazy. And some of y'all do crazy things. Like, let's not act like y'all don't do crazy things. So, I mean.
Okay, no, but. But we're not talking about a legit situation where someone's in the wrong. I'm talking about men deflecting to calling a woman crazy to try to, you know, remove the blame. It's like the reverse psychology thing. You know what I mean? They're projecting, or because every girl I've talked to says the same thing. You know, it's always
y'all
like.
All crazy. Because all y'all are crazy.
Oh, and you think you guys are perfect? Like what?
You think all women are crazy?
First of all, I'm just gonna be honest. Some men really ain't. But
we know that. We agree.
It's all personal, right?
But
now,
I'm just
everybody?
saying, no, because this is a real thing. These are conversations that men have and women have separately all the time. Oh, this new girl I'm with, she crazy. She get on my nerves. She will. Ooh, but that thing is good though. Whatever. You know what I mean? And for women, it's always like, man, I do all this for him and he never does anything for me. And I feel like he doesn't think about me.
Maybe you should switch it up. Maybe you shouldn't do anything for anybody and then let them do things for you and then see what happens.
No, but I'm just saying generally, I just want to understand why that dynamic is always like that. Because I feel
whoa, everybody.
Men are more logical, you know what I'm saying? And women are more emotional. And I feel like for men, when women try to express emotions, right, they always pull into the logic side. Even if it doesn't make sense to them, then it's like, oh, you're crazy, instead of wanting to stop and understand that even if it's not logical to you, it might still be important to your partner. And I just feel like I don't understand what that different side is with people, because it's a real thing that everyone's going through. I mean, if all my friends, even if they're married,
because men don't talk about feelings. You know, that's something that men have always been taught to do, to not talk about feelings. So when y'all get to jumping in and this is how this makes me feel and all this stuff, guys, like, they shut down. It just
That's
is
true.
what it is. Men are different.
I shut down as well.
We're different than women. You know, it's just what it is. And y'all like, I need you, please, to help explain to me why you're doing this or why this is happening. And men are like, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's what's supposed to happen. You know, that's just what men do, you know. So,
but when you're in a
make
situation,
it right or make it wrong.
Okay, so when you've been in a situation, right, where you've been with someone and they've tried to voice their opinion on something or how they feel, did you immediately dismiss it? Were you able to talk about your emotions? Because I feel like part of being masculine and being a man is also being able to understand all the aspects of who you are as a man, right? And being able to be in touch with your emotions.
I think it depends if I'm right and I think that you're way off. If I think that I'm right and you're like, no, like I'm like, we're over here on the right and you're way over on the left over here, then I'm probably not going to listen very much. But that's just me naturally. That's not everybody. Some people will listen, but me as a man, I'm like, no. Good job, Jenny.
Levels to everything. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to The Abbie Knights Show.
In the building, man.
What's poppin', Talks fam? You can now listen to our show on demand. To keep up with our latest shows, some of our favorite moments, and exclusive interviews, make sure you head over to iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.